my name is Andrew. I'm a rising freshman in Palo Alto High School, and today I accomplished my third milestone. So this is my main project, the vacuum robot, and basically what I did so far was improve the code with the sensors, as well as I added a status lights, as well as a power switch. So you can just turn it on, and then you can see the status lights will be blinking. It's just a delay for 5 seconds until the, until the it calibrates. So it can detect that, and it doesn't prevent from falling off the cliff. And I can show you it sucking stuff up if it wants to. There you go. Right. So it takes a while for the fan to basically rev up because it takes a lot of torque in order for it to start up. So it only picked up a few pieces of paper, but as you saw, it prevented from falling off the table, as well as the front sensors still work. Oh yeah, and I forgot to describe that I also added a bumper, which consists of these two push buttons. So if either of these push buttons are basically hit, then it will basically go backwards. So I also have this container in here, and right here you see that I collected some stuff in here, and this container basically holds all the dirt and whatever you pick up. And it also has a filter, a vacuum filter that you find in like your normal vacuum bags. So let's talk about what I did here. I have these status lights. So basically I made a function where it'll basically blink or turn on. If you saw, when I first turned it on, it had a delay of 5 seconds, just so you have to wait for these sensors to basically calibrate itself. And then after that, then after the blinking, then it will turn solid on, which means if that happens, then that's basically telling the user that your battery is good. So I actually put the LED on function telling in the function where I set to turn the fan on. So if it's false, meaning if the battery is low from my voltage divider, then it would actually start blinking again and turn the fan off. So that's for the status lights. I also have my switch, which is just a simple switch, and I also improved some of the code. So I added this bumper, which I said it's basically if either of these push buttons are hit, then it will react to it. And I also programmed these ground sensors down in here. So that basically prevents it from falling off tables or stairs. So what I did there was I actually had to create my own function called detect ground, which will actually take, because these sensors are so close to the ground and they're so sensitive, instead of giving me a solid like 1, that means it detects something, or 000, meaning it doesn't detect anything. If you connect it to a digital pin, it sometimes gives you like 011000111 instead of a solid number. So it only gives you a solid reading or accurate reading unless it actually detects that it's going to fall off. So what I did there was I have multiple digital readings of the sensors and delays, so very short delays. So if it detects like a 1, and then the next reading it detects a 0, and the next reading it detects a 0, the next reading it detects a 0, then it's going to return as a 1, meaning it detects an object. But if all the readings are 0, that means the robot is going to fall off the table. So that's what I did in my detect ground function, and I just added this top chassis part just to enclose all my electronics and wires, as you can see in there. And yeah, thank you for listening.